So, in the interest of blatant advertisement, we're going to be demonstrating the Petitjean Magic tool. This is one of those things that I resisted using for years, and I finally got around to trying it, and oh my gosh, I can't stand it. So, for tying big intruders, it's common for people to add one material at a time, and that makes perfect sense, but I was looking for a shortcut, and I watched the Petitjean video, and I got inspired. So here we go. We're gonna try something wild here. And the wild is I'm gonna try to show you how to use this tool to combine several materials at the same time. And I'm gonna start with this Humor raccoon fur. It's long. Excuse me. You can use Arctic fox as well. This little high-tech thing here is just several leader spools put together. This is going to help me keep my materials from falling over. Now what I'm doing here, I don't know how well you can see this, I'm spreading this fur out a little bit so it's not just clumped together. We have our fur spread out. It's not going past this side of this plastic base. So the raccoon fur is my first stage. Now I'm going to add something that people wouldn't normally think of for steelhead flies, and this is bait fish emulator. It's commonly used in saltwater patterns. It's great stuff. It's black, it's dark, I just got a little bit of it here, and I'm going to spread this out, not in one place, kind of just distribute it along that base of Finnish raccoon fur. Now this is Alaska Fuchsia Haze holographic Flashabou. It's neat stuff. Now this is very light, and you need to develop a gentle hand here. This is the Magnum tool. You would use the standard tool for tying trout flies. With trout flies you can use CDC and all sorts of marvelous things. So now, not satisfied that I have enough flash there, and I almost had a disaster. This is Grizzly Crystal Flash. This is a color combination I like really well. It's a blue and copper. And again, I try to be very careful. If you slip when you're doing this, you just have to start over again. Now, the final thing, and it is crazy to do all these materials at once, but it is fun. Some ostrich plume fibers. I'm going to place them on there. Again, kind of spread out. Whoops. Oh. Not a bad design. I better just leave those there, or I'm going to have more trouble. Okay, we're almost ready to go. Now, monofilament. This is held together by a spring clip, and there's a groove in the center. And by the way, Marc Petitjean does naturally market an instructional DVD, which is way better than this. I place this mono there and I pull downwards, and it pulls that down into the clip. And then I get this clip and I slide it along there, grasp that, and at the same time release the base and pull the mono out. The Petitjean tool, it is remarkable because of scissors. There's no taper here. It's a very long cutting surface, very smooth, long handle, small loop scissors. I need to cut along that edge. And then very carefully lay this down. I'm now going to do a dubbing. I'm going to put this in a dubbing loop. So I bring, now Petitjean does offer a special thread that you split. I will show using that another time, but for right now, standard thread, the Lagerton Extra Strong, a little bit of wax here. Is the wax essential? No, but it does help.
Sticky or low tack, either way.
I want sticky.
You want sticky wax.
And I don't like to get it on my fingers. That's why I like this little applicator. Now I take a deep breath. Hope I haven't had too much caffeine. I hold this loop open with my index finger. And I slide that into the loop. And I keep it there. And I start to twist. And I need to get a twist. The twist won't go all the way up to the hook, but I need to get it up to the edge of the material. And then I can let it go. And then I might try to distribute it a little bit. And then I will start to spin that material. You got the whole work spinning in there. You got your Finnish raccoon fur, you have your ostrich plumes, you have your various flash materials, and your bait fish emulator. And a few of those fibers will get snarled up, but you know what, that's okay. Now this isn't normally what you'd look for in a hackle, but in tying an intruder, this is a wonderful piece of material to work with. So normally on an intruder, you'd have a whole section built up, and this would be near the head. You can actually tie a very nice steelhead fly like this. Let's pretend I have just a body on here. Could be simply a tinsel body. You start to wrap this and you think, how on earth can you do that? Well, you blend those materials towards the rear of the hook as you go, and you still have fibers pushing forward. But that is actually very desirable because that's going to give this fly a lot of motion in the water. And normally this would be tied, say, on a tube or on a Waddington shank with dumbbell eyes. In this case, every imperfection is left right out here in the open. Now I can add a little bit of a dubbed head to this. Again, let's say that you're not tying an intruder. You just want one very bodacious steelhead fly. You put a little dubbed head on there. You whip finish it, and this is rough. But think about what you have here. You have a lot of motion in the water. You have a fly that it's very sparse. If you look at the silhouette of that, it's sparse, and yet it makes a big impression. The fish can really see this. Now, if you wish, let's say you don't want it that long, but you do want those materials in it. You take that fly, you put your fingers just in the back. Oh, scary, isn't it? Look at that. Fantastic fly. And you've created it with your Petitjean tool in a single stage, putting in all those materials.